The first song I'm going to play is called Just a Gigolo, and it's going to try to be my version to sound a little like Monk-esque, if you know who Thelonious Monk is.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Shasta County Arts Council Artist Spotlight for the month of July. We are here with Max Gandy, whose music you heard leading us into this conversation, and he is going to accompany the Oil Masters and Landscape Painting opening we have on July 7th in the evening at the Arts Council, and we have him here live in the studio today, and we're going to talk to him. Hey, Max, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, can you briefly introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, well, I'm Maxwell Gandy, and I was born and raised in Redding, California. I'm 18 years old, and I play the piano, and I sing here and there, you know. I've been playing the piano for 8 years now, and I owe a lot of gratitude and thanks to my teachers in the past. Adrian Jacoby and Cleveland Bonet. Took lessons from Adrian Jacoby for about 3 years, and I discovered music called ragtime, and I got into a bunch of that, and I learned some Scott Joplin tunes. In 7th grade, I remember I was in band in middle school, and we took a field trip. They took everyone in band to see Club Cougar, and I remember when I saw that, my ears lit up, and I just loved the sound of that music, and that's actually what introduced me to jazz, was the Club Cougar Orchestra. And I really think that I wouldn't be where I am today if I wasn't, born here, because that's what introduced me to that music and got me hooked.
So you were introduced to this music here. That must mean that you grew up in Shasta County.
Yes, I was born and raised here. I've been here all my life. And in fact, my family's been here for a couple of generations now. My, great-great-grandfather was the mayor of Redding. His name's on the Diesel Horse Bridge. Woo. So we've been here for a while.
So where did you go to school?
I went to elementary school at Columbia and middle school at Mountain View. And then I finally got to go to Foothill and meet the musical director of that Club Cougar Orchestra, Mitch Barr.
Yeah, we love Mitch Barr. We actually had him in here. If you want to learn more about Mitch Barr and Foothill High School, check out one of our previous podcasts and scroll back. And it was the month of March in 2023. You'll be able to find that Mitch Barr interview. So let's talk about your music. And then I want to talk a little bit about Shasta County and go on from there. But what kind of music do you play?
I play mainly jazz for sure. It really makes me happy, and the creativity and the uniqueness of it sparks my interest, because you could just do whatever you want with the song, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you mentioned learning under Cleveland. We've actually also featured Cleveland. Ironically, I had no idea Max had studied with Cleveland and Mitch, so it's kind of fun to learn this information. But
it's a small world.
Yeah, check out our interview with Cleveland Bonet and Greg Takamoto, and Cleveland will talk all about why jazz is so cool.
That second song was kind of a mashup of I'm Confessin' That I Love You and Dinah. And I thought it was a fun little mashup because they're basically the same chords.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about extracurriculars. We're learning about Max Gandy and the music you play, but what do you get up to outside of music?
Outside of music, well, I like nature and I like to go out and get the sun on my face and just to feel connected. I'm kind of spiritual a little bit, so every time I'm out in nature, I really feel calm and peace and like at home, you know.
I'm right there with you, and that actually kind of fits perfectly with you playing for this upcoming gallery because it's all like landscapes inspired by nature in Shasta County. So I'm sure you'll actually be able to sort of channel a little bit of that into your music.
I'll be looking at them for sure while I'm playing, channeling that energy.
That's great. That's great. Well, hey, let's talk about any upcoming events. Obviously, we have July 7th, the Landscapes and Old Masters at Shasta County Arts Council. What other events do you have coming up? Are there any places you play at regularly that people can come see you play at?
Well, I'm actually playing every Tuesday at the Branch House Riverfront Bistro. It's right next to the Sundial. I play from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. every Tuesday. So if you want to catch maybe some singing, maybe some piano playing, you can see me there. Sometimes I'm playing at Taroko Asian Bar and Grill and at View 202, but you'd have to check out my Facebook to see where I'm at.
Well, that's a perfect segue into my next question. Social media, how can people get in touch, book you for gigs, listen to your music? It sounds like Facebook, right?
Yeah, Facebook is definitely the way to get to me for sure.
Yeah, what would they look up?
Just Maxwell Gandy, and then you should find me.
Is it like a page that you like for music, or are we adding you as a friend?
It's added me as a friend, yeah.
Okay, cool. And that's cool to do?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and shoot you a message, talk about the music.
third song that I was playing is called St. Louis Blues. It's an old classic.
All right. Hey, anything in closing? Anything else you want to mention before we wrap things up? Folks have heard you play. They know how to reach you. They know a little bit about you growing up here. But any final words for the people?
Well, I just feel very blessed that I even have the opportunity to be able to do this at all. I still feel very lucky every day that I get to do this.
I want to throw in one fun anecdote. The reason we met Max is Max walks in the door of the Arts Council and says, "Hey, I hear you guys have a piano. Can I play it?" And we all look at each other and we're like, yeah, I mean, that's what pianos are made for. And so Max goes upstairs and starts playing, and we all just kind of look at each other, and our eyes are wide and our mouths are gaping, and we're like, all right, we're having this guy play for us.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, man, thanks for coming in. Thanks for dropping in. It's really cool to hear all the overlap between your teachers and you growing up here, and I think folks are really going to enjoy hearing you play.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Sure thing.